morning.
What's up? Monday. What's up?
Monday. Now it is anyway. It wasn't
Yeah,
earlier, but it is
no,
now.
yeah, man. It's been a week. Good to see you, brother, man.
Good to see you, man. It's been a whole week. Well, we got to see each other Sunday, but it's
We
been a whole
did.
week since we done a show.
Yeah, it has been a whole week since we've done a show. No, it was good to see you this weekend. We did some good shit. We'll talk about that here in a few. But no, Monday evening,
What's up, Miss
man.
Sweet Pea?
Sweet
Mr.
Pea. Good to see
Baker.
you, Mr. Baker. Good to see you.
Hey,
I'm
look,
glad
look,
you're
look. There's a chicken wing.
Wing. What's up, my brother Jeff? Good to see you, brother. No,
We got
man, it's
we got a tech watching tonight.
Mr. Tech. We got Mr. Jacked Up Leatherworks on there too. I don't know if you already clicked on that one. I had to. I'm
Nope.
I'm new to hitting the buttons as much, man. You're on it. You're like
Mr. Jacob.
firing off.
Man, I've seen some nice stuff coming out of Jacked Up Leatherworks lately.
Telling you what?
I
Telling you
know.
what?
I gotta
Speaking
get
of, I
on.
know. I
I
know
gotta
he's.
get
I
on
know
that
he's on.
wallet, man. Look
I
at
got a
that.
little auction item delivered today, and he threw in a couple bonus gifts. But
Hell yeah.
oh,
Who we cutting?
holy hell! That dude, that's crazy. This is a handmade sheath with a handmade Damascus blade to match it. And I I was I was messaging Jacob earlier today. I was like, that thing's like 3 times the size of what I thought it was. And I don't know. At first I thought maybe it was kind of maybe beer goggles was on, but no, I think it's because I was looking at my phone. And so my phone's like, just got a small anyway. Yeah, received that in the mail. Appreciate you, brother.
What's up, Mr. Yukon?
What's up, Yukon?
That's
Good
one
to see
hell
you,
of a
boss.
knife, Mr. Stash. I expect that to see on your belt from now on.
We'll see. Yeah, that's definitely not getting through airport security. I guarantee
Well,
it. Not as
we
a
don't
carry
fly
on.
very often.
No, it's a beautiful knife. It's a beautiful sheath. Yeah. Check
It is.
out Jacked Up Leatherworks. He was on our show a couple weeks ago. Good dude.
Yeah, super good dude.
Good dude.
Beautiful, beautiful products. I gotta get with him soon and get a wallet, man. I really need that wallet. Hey, there's
I'm
my
telling
loving
you.
wife.
Look at that pretty lady. Good to
Miss
see you,
Meg
Miss
going
Meg.
up. Miss
Yes.
Meg.
No,
So
the autism awareness knife he's got, or knife, the wallet,
wallet.
they're killer. I mean, he's got some amazing products. Yes. About time for a new billfold, and yep, may have to check that cat out for sure.
Definitely. I gotta check my notes because I got some breaking news.
Breaking news. What
Breaking
the what?
news. Yeah, what the what? Okay. So Miss Meg can't shave anything, but she wants to participate. And what better way to participate and shave her prostate is seeing me crack an egg directly on the top of her head.
What? Ooh, an egg on the
Please,
head?
yeah, please pay the money. I'm dying to do this, so pay the money. So the challenge is the next 20 people that send $15 or more. Once that's met, I will crack an egg on her head live.
The next 15 people that send $25 or more, you're gonna crack an egg. Now, what kind of egg we talking about? Like an ostrich egg, or
I,
like a
I'm
little
not
quail
sure,
egg or
but I like what you said, but I'm not sure that's what she said. So I'm not gonna get my butt kicked because I have to live with
something?
it.
Yeah. So I tell you what, I will buy the biggest damn egg. They sell it like Jungle Gems or whatever,
I'm
as
sure you
as a
get
donation for
ostrich or an emu, or we can get some kind of
the price of eggs. You might as
dinosaur,
well go
whatever.
big. Might as
Yeah,
well go big with the price of eggs.
go big, go home. But yeah, if we can get 20 people to send $15 or more, we about to bust an egg on her head.
There we go. Not we, you. I'm not. I'm not. Yeah, that I'm not dealing with the fallout from that, brother man.
These are lies. Okay. So I just want to point out this is what a lie looks like because I was just referring to my text message on my phone about what we agreed upon.
Yeah, no, you looked it up. Yeah, you did. You said I needed to confirm before you even started into this.
Yeah,
So yeah,
I had to get my details right, man. 20 people, $15 or more. We,
text
we,
or it didn't happen.
yeah, I got text and private messages. I mean, I'm double backed up on this. I ain't trying to get
No,
in trouble, bro.
No, that's cool. Way to step up, Miss Meg, I guess. No, that's awesome.
So right here at the bottom, rolling across the bottom, is the PayPal. Oops, wrong one. That's what I get for hitting buttons. All right. Right here now across the bottom is the
There we go.
PayPal for Schaefer Prostate. Any donations are willing and love to have them. So, but like I said, Miss Meg stepped up. If we can get $20, $15 or more donations, we're going to do an emu egg. I just showed up in the comments. So there we go.
All right. Emu. Are they big? Are emus
And a
eggs
pretty good
big?
size egg, bud. I mean,
Right
you're
on.
talking softball size. That's a lot of egg.
There we go.
I heard it's
Nah,
good for her hair, so maybe it's just a gimmick. I don't know.
oh, UConn's got a good question right there. If we get 20 people tonight, can we do a live egging?
No, but I'll go back live tomorrow. She's at her grandparents' house taking care of her grandparents this evening, so I'm running a solo show tonight.
Gotcha.
But I promise, if we can get $20, $15 donations, and I'll even speak for her, we'll do it tomorrow night live.
I love it. I love it. Let's do it.
Miss Miranda.
What's up, Miranda? Mr. Thad Hardy's on there too. What's up? Good to see you, brother. So,
we're
what?
gonna have some fun with the egg thing, but moving forward, that challenge is out there. Stash, what'd you do this weekend, man? Anything good?
Well, I tell you what, it was a busy weekend. I mean, parts of my body feel like I got beat up with a baseball bat, but
I can totally agree to that.
yeah, I had ordered a new washer and dryer because supply chain issues. They don't have any of them in stock, and anyway, long story short, dryer went out, just replaced. Wasn't supposed to get in until May. I get an email Thursday that hey, they're in. So I spent Friday, putting in a new washer and dryer inside of a space that there shouldn't be a human body be able to fit into. Saturday helped out a brother man needed some help. So Sunday got to hang out with
Sunday,
you.
Mr. Stash.
Yeah, we got to hang out with you and some other beautiful folks. Mr. D, Mr. B, Stanky, Miss Meg. We went down to the Crump Theater where we're going to have our competition in August, Bearded Theater. Some volunteer work needed, just put in some community service time.
Absolutely. I mean, it's duly beneficial. It benefits the community and haphazardly benefits us too, because, this is a venue we're looking at moving forward. And it's just a staple of the community, number one, even before we get the comp aspect into it. Like I've said before on the show, everybody you talk to about the Crump Theater has a story from their childhood, or their aunt was an usher, or their uncle with tickets. I mean, it's such deep roots in the community that it just feels right. I know even when we showed up there, for you, I knew you knew several people that were involved and been involved as well. And it's just such a cool place, man. And putting in work, that helping out. I tell you what, man, I left there sore, sweaty, but feeling pretty damn good.
Yeah, for sure.
Work, we knocked 3 tasks off their list. They have a running list on the wall of things that need done, and when volunteers walk in, you just pick some stuff off the list. We knocked 3 things off the list, and Miss Meg went upstairs and knocked a 4th thing that wasn't even off the list. She helped another lady organize the volunteer room, which was in shambles. I mean, safety glasses for volunteers, hard hats, safe protective
respirators,
waters, and just general stuff that people need when they're there working for all day. So
no, it's a super cool project. I mean, there's still a good ways to go. I mean, let's not be kidding ourselves, but it's an 1890s built structure. Some of the catacombs, I will call them, underneath the building.
Right here, Mr. Stash, it was built in 1871.
So I was off 20 years. Apologies. Yeah, it's an 1870s, original build with some additions in the 20s and whatnot. But it's an amazing location. So yeah, the fact that they're able to pull in volunteers due to some code related red tape stuff up to a certain point, but it was awesome to be able to go and help. I mean, it is going to be our venue, but like you were talking about, the connections to the community. I've lived here my entire life, and it's you can't come across a person who lives here and hasn't heard about the Crump, right? I mean, I saw a,
Yeah,
a
absolutely.
movie on the big. I saw E.T. when it came out on its original screening when I was like 4 years old, when it was an actual movie theater. But no, it's super cool, super cool. They're doing some good stuff there.
So for
Architecture
instance,
and history is pretty important around this town, so it's a great organization.
yeah, the Historical Preservation Society locally is amazing. So in this picture here, they actually found these original Opera House windows the night
Yeah,
before, Saturday night at like 3:30 in the morning. Volunteers were working, tearing down drywall, and they found these original Opera House windows. So what we're doing here in this photo is taking all the blocking and stuff that they used to put across the windows to lay drywall. So
yeah,
we're removing all the casing and leveling agents around that to re-expose this window, and this window is going to be restored. There's one on the opposite side of the theater will be restored as well. They're going to backlight them and use some of the original windows from the Opera House. I would say
yeah,
that I'm guessing those aren't original. I would say those are probably 1920s. Once they moved from opera into uh,
yeah.
kind of silent film and theater at that point. I'm no historian. I'm just guessing. But to uncover something like that in a building that people have worked on for this preservation project under current management has been going on 2-3 years.
Yeah.
So to still be finding stuff is just phenomenal. We actually got to explore and stumbled across the original dressing rooms. I mean, they're fully lighted all the way around, makeup counters, uh, mirrors. Some of the mirrors and stuff are busted up. Some of the lights obviously are busted up. But there's like a
Yeah.
row of about 4 dressing rooms in the basement under the stage, and that was kind of cool to see. I mean, it's abandoned and whatnot, but to see the old history, we got to see the coal room that fed the boilers.
Yeah.
Yeah, just such cool history. Um, and I
Yeah.
pulled
There's
some pictures in.
100 years of history in that place. It's amazing.
So I pulled a picture in, and Big Stinky, and I know Stash, you were involved, and I know Mr. D was involved. I was climbing around like a monkey upstairs and on the catwalk and stuff, but
Yes, you
you
were.
guys actually got an opportunity to. This was a piano, and that is a 300-pound, easily solid piece of brass with piano wire strung.
Oh
In
man.
1900, an original Hamilton, the piano had suffered water damage, so it was not salvageable. But this giant piece of brass was, with all these strings and original Hamilton piece from early 1900s. I think it's going to be turned into an art piece and either auctioned
Yeah.
off to benefit the Preservation Society, or it may end up hanging in the Preservation Society. But it was really neat seeing guys work on this and get that wood off
Jordan.
and make it into something else. This thing's been around, big, heavy chunk of brass. I mean, just incredible. Been around since early 1900s, and now we're going to give it some new life. It didn't go to the scrapyard. It's going to be either an art installation or something along those lines. So giving old art or old things a new view. It's just
New
so
life. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. No, it was cool as hell. And I'm excited to be able to, spend free time. It's limited, but making time to make free time. No, hell yeah. Right on.
yeah. If you
Right on.
haven't got with Andrew and got a trading card in the works, you're missing out, because I got a binder and I plan on putting a bunch of trading cards in it, and I'd love to see your face on one. So get in the binder, get with Andrew, get a trading card, get one to me.
No, that's a good reminder because I still need to reach out to this cat down here. So I get
Well,
at you. I get at you, Andrew.
I still got to give him a bio for the back of my card. It's so hard to write about yourself, man. What are you supposed to say?
I don't know. I make some shit up.
You write yours, I'll write mine.
Yep.
How's that? Or wait.
That's interesting.
You write mine, I'll write yours.
Okay, that's even more interesting.
Well, what I said was the
Right.
original
I know what
concept,
you
but
I know what you meant. Yeah, yeah. Anybody out there? We'll take offers. Yeah. Anybody want to write the bios because I need to get at. But yes, the Crump Theater pretty impressive place.
so
The-
August 12th, Beard Mob, Indiana, Bearded Theater will take place on this stage without the blue tarp.
yep.
There is an amazing, amazing historical stage behind there. There's a catwalk above. We got lighting. We actually have a film screen that we can drop down if we need to, but I don't think anybody's bringing any award-winning films with them. So we'll just have a
Yeah,
beer
but
pong.
I'm just going to go ahead and throw it out there. If anybody gets vertigo easily, that balcony that where that picture is taken from, it can throw you off just a little bit because it's yeah. Anyway, it's a balcony.
It was scary in some spots. I personally went up 2 stories above the stage, up into the catwalk, and it's
Yeah.
rafters and 2x6s you're walking on.
Did you
Kind of
hope?
crazy.
I got to stop you there. When you was on the catwalk, did you shake your little tush on the catwalk? I mean, that's what right said Fred would do.
Well, I mean, I had a big flashlight strapped to my bib overalls, and I was probably doing some shimming, but
There was definitely some shimmy. What's up?
so
Look at that
Mr.
guy.
Fabs,
He keep hitting the same one. What's up, boss?
Andrew said he's got the ready to make some cards for y'all. Kenneth over here, it's in Columbus, Indiana, August 12th, my man.
Yes.
And you can get
Yes.
on Facebook and search for the Crump Theater if you want to see what's going on there with the preservation. They're not calling it a restoration; it's a preservation because so many errors were represented that they don't want to just focus late 1870s. They don't want to just focus on the 20s. So they're trying to make it a journey through time as you go around the theater, where you have some 1870s, 1890s stuff, you have some 20 stuff, you got some 40 stuff. Did I do a little turn on the catwalk? That's for me to know and y'all to watch out for. Yeah, I did. You can't go
Yep.
on a catwalk and not shake it a little.
Exactly. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I couldn't hold back.
Chicken wing, chicken wing always with the good stuff, man.
Nah, it was an awesome weekend, and I like you enjoy history. Especially when it's local, but it makes it even more special, I guess. But all the cool things about this facility. I mean, and the fact that we can hold a competition there, is pretty sweet. It's a pretty cool location. We're getting some things nailed down by local vendors to supply, food and beverage and all that kind of stuff. Keep it local. So yeah,
Absolutely.
it's gonna be
And just
smooth.
throwing it out here because we have a wonderful guest I desperately need to get on as we're moving forward. But volunteer opportunities at the Crump are endless. I mean, there is
Yeah,
an endless list. Everything from literally sweeping floors all the way up to HVAC, plumbing, electrical. Anybody in the area feels inclined to come volunteer. I have the hours. If I can't make it, if Stash can't make it, if nobody can make it, Jess there is amazing. She'll get you on task and make you
yeah.
feel good about what you're doing.
100% agree. I mean, it's if you're around the Columbus, Indiana area, yeah, hit us up. Hit up the Facebook page. You can find it. Let us know. We can get you in touch. It's a really, really, really cool project and a really cool piece of history. So
And yes,
it's good stuff.
Kenneth, I'll definitely get with Saint because the bigger group we got in that can go in there, or even if you guys want to go in as a volunteer group, it would be greatly appreciated. They're working real hard on that stuff. Jeff, I actually have something I want to send you, man. I found some stuff today, so I will send it to you. So, anyway, let's move forward, Mr. Stash. We got a guest to get in here. Trust me, it ain't
We
that music, bro.
I got the urge to like pull up right said Fred, but I know that they'll shut us down immediately because of Facebook copyright whatever's. But yeah, just know that is like cramming in the back of my brain. So as painful as it is.
Trust me, Kenneth. That's
Yeah.
my number one goal, man. Is to get us all working together. That is
Let's
my
let's
goal.
let's stop talking about Right Said Fred, for God's sakes, and talk about a cool fella that's going to hop on the show this evening and learn us all something.
He gonna learn us. He
Yeah.
gonna try to make it. He gonna try to make us look pretty. So
And
let's
we
bring
learned
him
something
on.
about him.
This is Mr. John Moore. How are you
What's
tonight,
going
sir?
on?
What's
I'm
up,
good.
brother man?
Yourself? What's up, man?
Not too bad. Enjoying a Monday evening, man. Just winding down.
Yes,
I
sir.
hear that.
Yes,
I
sir. Well,
definitely hear that.
appreciate you taking time out of your Monday evening to hop on with, over on and old Red and I, and just have
Oh yeah.
some little fun minute or two.
Yeah.
Oh, it's my pleasure, man. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah. Mondays are always manic, so we got to extra thank our guests for popping on, man, because nobody wants to do anything on Monday night. They want to come home and chill. So.
Oh, my Monday today's my off day. Mondays I don't work.
All right. I don't feel bad now then.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good for you, bro. Seriously.
That's the nice thing about being a barber, man. You can set your own hours and days that you work, and Sundays and Mondays are my days off.
Yeah, and that seems like pretty legit for the barber industry.
Yeah.
I mean, I know my personal barber is off those same days as well, so
it's a going trend.
Yeah.
I think it's
Mondays
the same.
Slow. Ain't nobody trying to get their hair cut on Monday.
I think it's
Exactly.
similar for, I don't know. I don't frequent a lot of shops, but I think it may be similar for like tattoo artists as well, because my son doesn't work on Sundays and Mondays, but he'll still go in and do, reschedules and stuff. But I don't blame
I mean, remotely it's the same industry. I mean, it's beautification of people.
Yep. Yeah. Make us look pretty.
Hell yeah. But I need all the help I can get.
Yes.
I went through like 150
Same
barbers.
here.
I went through like 150 barbers, and I figured out this is about the prettiest I get.
There you go.
So man, tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are, where you're from, all that good stuff. We can just kind of jump in.
My name is John Moore, aka the Bearded Barber 317 on Instagram. I'm originally from Washington, D.C., but I've been transplanted, I guess you could say, to Indianapolis. I'm a barber. I've been a barber since COVID. I consider ourselves COVID barbers because I graduated during COVID.
Okay.
So I've been cutting since then. But before that, I was in the military for 10 years and just living my life.
Thank you for the service. Sir. What branch?
Yeah.
I was a Marine and Army.
There you go.
Right.
Yeah, you ran the gamut then.
I'm sorry?
I said you ran all the way around. You were the transport and the front line.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah. So you've been in Indianapolis, Indiana for how long now? A few years?
5 years now. 5 years.
Right on.
It's nice. And so it's a little slower up here than it is down in D.C., but you get used to it.
Right on. So are you a part of any bearding clubs in your local area there?
I'm a part of the Bearded Villains of Indiana. We have 3 chapters right there. That's the main chapter. And then you got Northern chapter and Southern chapter.
Gotcha. Well,
yes, sir. I had the pleasure of working with the Southern chapter at their competition in Evansville. The name of the competition is escaping me.
Battle of the Beards.
Yeah, Battle of the Beards.
Battle of the Beards. Southern Indiana Villains. Yep, correct. It was on the tip. I was about ready to go over and look at my table for a second.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had the pleasure of judging for them down there. It's a great group of people. I had the pleasure of meeting Villains Indiana and Villains North down there. Always good shaking hands, meeting new people. Love networking. Love what you guys are doing. Number one. Was at Slugger City last year as well. That was a huge amount of fun. Thoroughly enjoyed.
Yeah, Slugger City's fun.
Yeah. I hope to get stashed to Slugger City this year. If they do a Slugger City, which I'm sure they will.
So,
I think that's in the talk at the moment. Another one you want to check out is called Nash Vegas in March.
I went to that year before last. I was I was at the Smoky Mountains.
Smoky Mountains. Okay.
Yep. And that was
Yeah.
a huge showing, man. They packed
Yeah.
that convention center. That place,
Tennessee knows how to party.
there was 40 people in my category. They had to split it into two and judge it separately and then compare notes. Like, it was
Holy
insane.
shit! Like
I've
in the
seen-
beard category or like red beard category? Just curious.
No, just in the 4
The
to 8
range.
or 6 to 10, whatever
Yeah.
it was. I don't remember.
All right.
But yeah, 40
I've
people.
I've
just
seen
in-
80.
Man,
Yeah.
That's
We come
incredible.
out and we party.
That's great. So I'm assuming. So
Nash Vegas was
Hey,
awesome. It just sounds awesome, Kenneth. I
pardon
know
my
you're
ignorance, but Nash Vegas, I'm assuming, is taking place in Nashville, Tennessee.
Yes, it is.
Gotcha. No, that sounds
Yeah.
it sounds cool as hell. I wasn't sure if I was
Every
going to
first-
Vegas with a Nashville theme or Nashville with a Vegas theme.
No. Yeah, they do it every first weekend of March.
Damn.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
we
we
missed
missed
that
it.
one.
Just missed it.
Son of a
Yeah.
bitch.
Man.
Well, we were in Mob Fest, so I don't know. Is it
Yeah,
going to be
there
the
you go.
same? Yeah. So we gotta temper that, in a little bit, right? But
Oh yeah.
it sounds like a cool comp. Just on the surface.
It's just, man, we just get together, we party, we have a great time, a lot of networking, and then we have a beer competition. So
Right.
we throw that in the mix and we have some fun.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
And I haven't never been to a villains event that it wasn't packed. I mean, it's always a packed house. You guys are doing great things. I love, and you know what I'm pushing, across the whole bearded community is the community involvement. And I really
Yeah.
like what the villains have done with that. It's not just about comps,
Yeah.
because you guys throw some great comps.
Sure.
I would love to see more of our clubs at those comps, and because they're great comps. You guys throw a great comp, but just on Facebook pages of several different chapters of the villains, man, I have to throw out there kudos to the community involvement. You guys are in there day in, day out doing stuff for the community, and I commend that, because we can throw beard comps all day long and send money to charities, but getting out there and putting the footwork in, putting the labor
Putting the
in,
work in.
that's commendable, because I can run a comp
That's-
from the phone. I mean,
That's all it's about. It's the competitions are just the fun part. It's the charity that we do to the community, and seeing the faces on all these kids or adults and stuff like that. It's what does it.
Nope. Yeah.
Babs is a
Absolutely.
cool cat.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Kenneth.
Yeah. You're absolutely correct. I've seen the YouTube page of y'all's, kind of promo videos and such, and it's just no, it's a great organization. I mean, I'm a part of a different one, but no, I mean, kudos.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like
No,
Red
no,
said.
Steph, you're part of a community.
Yeah,
Yep, that's what it is.
that's exactly right. I mean, it's not like
We all have our immediate family, and that's our club.
No, it's
And then you got grandparents, aunts, uncles that go way out from there, and that's our community. And it's
No,
as wide. It's as wide as the United States is wide, and overseas as well. I mean, I know you got plenty of chapters overseas. You got tons. I follow
we have-
Israel villains, and those guys are amazing as well. They're doing some great things over there.
Apologies if I
Yeah.
misspoke. I wasn't trying to.
No, you're good, man.
You
Don't
didn't
worry about it.
misspeak. I was just compounding upon it.
There you go.
So tell us a little bit about, like, are you doing a consignment booth? Do you have your own barber shop? Like, what are you currently
So
doing?
I,
What's going on?
I work out of a barbershop. I rent a booth. It's a barbershop called the Bare Knuckles Barbershop in Irvington, Indianapolis, a little community inside Indianapolis. This is my second shop that I've been at, but this one feels like a home. It wasn't a job. It didn't feel more like a job. I come to work, I feel like I'm at work. I'm at work, but I feel like I'm at home doing, around people that I love and doing everything that I have to do and giving back. Because there's times where I sit at work, and we have a big homeless community here, and I work with them, and they come in and show me proof that they are going to a job interview. I'll give them a free haircut right then and there. No questions asked.
That's what it's about
so-
right there.
I mean, basically, this is what brought me to the villains and what brought me to the barbering is giving back, especially to the veterans. You know, I that's the one thing that I've always wanted to do was give back to the people that gave me something, and that's the veterans, the military. So for me to be able to go there and help out somebody, just seeing their face at the end of the day or end of the cut is what makes it. I don't care if I spent an hour on this person trying to get them right looking for a job interview. When they walk away with the biggest, shittiest grin on their face, that, you know, that to me, that does it. It's even, I work with a church and their food pantry, and I go there and cut hair for free for basically anybody that walks in there for the food pantry. So it's networking that and helping out is what got me into barbering and as well as the villains, because I wanted to give back.
That's
awesome. I love that mindset, right? I can appreciate and recognize that 100%. It's how do you fulfill a need, but yet get fulfillment from fulfilling a need. No, and I dig it. That's
right
on.
And I don't know about you, but personally, you develop a bond with your barber too, man. You get to know people on a personal level. I tattooed for 13 years, and I have clients to this day. I had to retire because of arthritis issues and stuff like that, but I still to this day have a bond with several of the clients that I worked on over the years. And to me, I feel like barbering's kind of the same deal. You know, you sit down in that barber chair, you can kind of release some of the stuff that's inside to the outside. And I'm sure you have heard way more than you want to hear. But
I used to.
Oh my God! If I want to piggyback on that real quick before you answer, brother, if I can, because I've gotten my hair cut by about 3 people in my entire life, right? And right now it's a good friend of mine, his fiance. She's been cutting my hair the past 3 years. Before that's like 2 people. So that relationship you build with the person that's cutting your hair, you talk about shit you really don't talk about. I don't know. I'm not a gossipy person. I don't really talk about a lot of stuff with the exception to this cat. So I can imagine you get a lot of deep conversations and friendships and relationships that are built, even if for a one-time moment or week to week, right?
Oh yeah. So what I tell a lot of people is that we are therapists. We just don't charge $100 an hour. We're the cheapest therapist you can go to, because there's something about when you sit down in that barber chair or even a stylist chair, because my wife, she's actually a cosmetologist, and she says the same thing. Cool. The minute you sit down in that chair, it's just something about that chair. It's like laying down on that couch in the therapist room. Everything comes out. And I know people have confessed all kinds of stuff to me. And I'm not going to air out dirty laundry.
Yeah.
Not here.
Yeah, let's not delve into any. Yeah.
Let's just say I know a lot about some things that probably I shouldn't know about. And it's funny, and it makes the day interesting. And especially when that person leaves, you just look over at the other barber and go, what?
Right.
So
did you hear the shit that I just heard?
Yeah, exactly.
Hopefully your client will still come back after hearing that.
Yeah. It's definitely especially like even listening to a couple of the other conversations in the barbershop. You try not to get involved, but then you do, because I'll be sitting there, I'll be cutting somebody's hair, and I got a stylist next to me, and she's, coloring her client's hair, and they're just talking, and I'm just like, what did you just say? I tried not to get involved, but I do get involved, and it's just like, wow, like. I come home and it's just like, man, you'll never believe what was said today in the shop.
So on that funny story, I went to Syracuse, New York for the Ron Wallach competition in Syracuse. So we get there, and the Ray Norcross, one of my closest friends in Mad Viking, Kentucky, and I rode with him. So he's like, "Man, I'm not a judge anymore. They just made me MC." He's like, "I got to get a haircut." So 10 a.m. on a Saturday morning, we're trying to call barbers in Syracuse. We end up at this barber shop, okay? Not a good neighborhood, but an amazing barber shop. Like they had all the beard products, bombed, so they knew what they were doing. It made us feel more comfortable when we walked in.
Yeah.
You can't just trust anybody, you know what I mean, to cut your hair. And he got a haircut.
No.
We were telling them what we did, and they were just blew away. They knew nothing about bearding. They knew nothing about bearding competitions. So we had literally two stylists and another barber all around one barber chair, and I'm standing there talking while he's getting a cut. Explaining to these people what we do, and I just find it so funny that even barbers still don't know what we do.
No, it's every time I would say like, yeah, I'm going to a beard competition, everybody's like, you're going to a beer competition?
Exactly.
I'm like, no, beard. They're like, well, what's that? What do you do there? And I try to explain to them, and then they're like, I don't get it. I'm like, well, grow a beard and you get it. Or a mustache.
People are always like, oh, is it just who has the longest beard? I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
There's like 11 categories.
Yeah, I get the same thing. When I say a beard, I always throw in the mustache, beard and mustache competition.
Yeah, beard
I don't
and
know
mustache.
why.
Yeah. But no, there is a little bit of a difference between like a barber and like a stylist, right?
Really the biggest only difference is a barber in Indianapolis or Indiana. A barber, the difference between a stylist and a barber is we are allowed to touch razors, like bald head razors, lineups. A stylist is not allowed to touch any of that. They have a more in-depth teaching of female haircuts, long styles, short styles, pixie cuts, coloring and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
Where we go through that it's a 2-week course, and you're not really being taught all that, because 90% of the time your clientele are going to be guys.
Yeah.
So if you want to learn female cuts, you basically take courses for it outside of your barbering college and then cosmetologists. They would have to, if they want to learn female or male cuts, they would have to do the same thing. Just take courses outside to learn that, or just go straight into it and go, okay, let's see if this works.
Denial and error.
Because I've been there a couple times, and I've had a female client come in, and she still comes to me to this day. But the first time she came in, she was like, I want it to look like this and this and that. And I'm just sitting there like, you do realize you're in a barber shop, right? She goes, yeah, I know. But you know what? I trust you. Just do what you do. And I'm like, okay. So I watch a real quick video, like 5-second video. I'm holding my phone, just fast forwarding through it just to see the angles and everything. And I'm like, all right.
YouTube
Screw it.
Shit, huh?
Exactly.
YouTube
so I go in and yep, I have that bumper sticker. But that was 3 years ago. She came to me, and she still comes to me to this day.
Nice.
Well, you must have done something correct, for sure.
Yeah, that's what I said. I must have done something.
I know it grows back, but yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Damn. So I got to ask, because I don't know if you know this, so I'm going to give you breaking news and also ask a couple questions. Do you know Wood the barber from Indianapolis? Wood?
I know Wood.
Okay.
I know Wood.
Do you know about the barbering competition that's going to be coming up on the 24th of September?
I was going to ask something similar.
I've heard rumors about it, just
Mhm.
haven't heard much of anything about it.
Okay.
But I do know that there is a competition coming out. And if I'm guessing what you're going to ask, no, I haven't signed up for it. I have thought about signing up for it. Just I need to see where his categories are and go from there.
Understand, man. Understand. I
Yeah.
just didn't know if you guys kind of knew each other, if you'd heard about anything going on. Beard Mob Indiana will have a table there doing
Oh,
some
okay.
just some swag and some community outreach and stuff. If the villains want to stop by the table, man, hand out cards,
Yeah.
we're going to be there. We got a booth, so
Yeah.
I ain't scared to share
I'll
a table with
definitely
anybody.
pass that down. I'll pass that down to my officers. I'm just
Yeah.
a peon.
We're gonna do like a 4 to 6 category small beard competition, mainly focusing on barber beards.
Yeah.
We got a lot of those guys that like to do the line cuts and the fill with the sprays and
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So we're gonna do like a kind of a barber cut competition. Throw a fantasy or whiskerina category in there for the ladies. Just
Okay.
kind of something to expose a lot of barbers to what we do on a day in and day out. So, man, if you get a chance, and I will forward you any information I get on it as well as it develops.
Yeah,
But
please do so.
definitely going to be a fun time.
Yeah, I've met Wood a couple times. We know each other by social media. The
Understood.
first shop that I went to, that's how I got to know who he was. And then when I was in barbering school, he came to my school and did a demo.
Oh, right
Yeah,
on.
he's an
So
amazing
I don't
guy.
know him. Yeah, I don't know him on a personal level, but I do know who he is.
I don't really
Wow.
know him on a personal level. It's more of a networking professional level.
Yeah.
My barber Storm is a colleague of his, and they do barbering competitions together. So that's kind of how I got involved in the whole thing. She's enamored with the bearding world and wants to help in any way. So she kind of turned me on to that and gave us the opportunity to come in and kind of run a small comp and give us a table to spread the word about the bearding community. So, anybody
That's what's
watching,
up.
if you're in the Indianapolis area, want to join a table, talk about your club or your organization, we got a big ass table we can share. So throwing that out there.
Yeah,
There you go.
absolutely. Yeah, and I was gonna ask something similar. If you've had a chance to consider or thought about jumping any beard, cutting, barbering competitions. I guess maybe a better way to phrase it.
I'm
And
I'm
that we were going to
definitely
be
interested.
no, yeah, that'd be cool
Yeah.
if y'all want to slide up, check us out. Just another way for us to try to get involved, and obviously, um, trimming of facial and hair head is a key element to some of the things we
Exactly.
do as a
And not
bearding
everybody
organization.
can do it. Trust me. Not every
No,
barber.
No, oh no.
Not every barber
Exactly.
knows how to do it.
And I tell a lot of my clients that say that to me, and I'm like, well, I can't call myself the bearded barber if I don't know how to cut a beard. And I have a
yeah,
lot of bearded clientele.
yeah, I could
It's not an
definitely
easy
see.
task.
Obviously, I don't have a beard, and I, kind of do my own thing. But I'm super nervous going to somebody new for cutting my hair, so I couldn't imagine something, grows a little bit slower on my face. That trusting in the hands of somebody with the clippers and the razors and all that good stuff.
Oh, it happens. It happened to me a couple of weeks ago or a couple of months ago. I got a trim up and she took way too much off and I wanted to cry the whole time.
See, I had a bad barbering incident about 2 years ago where a guy actually shaved and separated my mustache from my beard, and I lost all my length, and I have never recovered. My mustache will never recover. So,
Well, when she lined me up, I was like this.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, it was bad.
I've had
I
those
got
guys.
home, my wife looked at me like, "What did I tell you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I know, my bad."
So, yeah, I've let my wife go with scissors against my beard one time. We were in LaGrange, Texas at U Matter, and I was a half inch over the blank to 8 category, and I really wanted one of them fancy fucking gold belt buckles so bad. So So yeah, I was like, cut me back to 8, and we had the tape measure, and she just cut straight across. But I tell you what, that's the most nerve-wracking beard trim I ever had, and it took 2
Dude,
seconds.
I was in the room when it happened, and I thought, oh my God, I can't watch. I need to go have a smoke or something. I don't want to be
You were
in here.
hyperventilating for him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I
were more
was like,
nervous for
holy
me.
Man, I've been there. I've done that. That's happened
Yeah,
to me.
a chicken wing. I am too scared to trim my own because I'm a perfectionist. So I would shave this side down and this side be uneven. So I'd shave them both down to match, and then before I know it, I have a goatee.
hey, you delegate to somebody else, and you don't have any responsibility. You can
Yeah,
always
if you
blame
find
them.
somebody you trust, just let them do it, man.
Exactly.
No, I would agree with that. I would trust Miss Meg. I think she did right.
She did. She done a great job. I'm not saying she didn't. Just saying it made me a little nervous walking into a competition that we're 17 hours away from with a fresh
Yeah.
cut. So
Well, I mean, even yourself can mess your beard up because it's happened to me before. 2015, I had probably 10 inches. It was down the middle of my chest, and I was cleaning up all my undergrowth. And I had my clipper, and I was going like this, and I sneezed.
oh man.
Straight line all the way up.
Ah,
So we were 2 months after. It was 2 months after we were married, and I come downstairs, clean face, and my wife looked at me and said, "That's grounds for divorce. Don't ever touch your beard again."
You know, and,
So,
and my wife, Miss Meg, has always said the same thing. If you shave, this is over.
yep, that's
So,
exactly what she said.
so we're trying to raise $4,000. I don't know if you've tuned into the show before or seen the page, but we're trying to raise $4,000 for prostate cancer research. And there's just a whole ton of guys at all different levels coming up that are going to shave heads, mustaches, beards, everything live. $500, $1,000, but our goal is $4,000, and I'm going to go chops. I was like, babe, what do you think about that? She goes, I'm not sure, but if you raise $4,000 for prostate, I'll deal with it.
There
So
you go.
I'm actually excited. I'm not going to lie to anybody. I hope
Yeah.
we get that $4,000 because I'm ready to get a little separation. You know?
Yeah, I get
little change of route.
that.
Yeah. I mean, I've wore this beard for
I
7 years. Time to change it up.
I've even thought about going to Whaler once in a while, and I'm like, I like having hair on my lip.
Nobody
Just
likes a
looks
whaler,
weird.
but I sure do love a whole hell of a lot of them.
I like whalers because they don't look like me. I love
Jeff
all
Harris,
love
if you
all
go
that, brother.
chicken wing, if you go goatee, you got to keep the style stash. That's the only way I'll allow it. I think Alley Cat's probably already shut that down, so I understand.
Probably.
So I just wanted to bring up a couple of your cuts. I literally pulled these off your Facebook, man, just because these are the ones I thought were beautiful. Just such a clean fade there. You know, I'm looking at this beard, the before and after. The shape is spot on. You know, the lines are
sir.
clean. I mean, I don't see anything anybody could complain about, man. So you're doing
Oh
good
no,
things out there.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Nah, it's good stuff.
And
Good looking cuts, man.
I got one more. You got some little designs going on in this one.
Oh yeah,
So I can remember in high school, I used to get either a cross or a Nike check right behind my ear. Remember that one? That was the thing. You got a Nike check like on your head.
oh yeah. The Nike check. Yeah, people still come in and do that, or they get a cross right there.
Yeah. I used to after the Nike check phase, I used to get a cross right behind my ear. Matter of fact, next time I go to the barber, I'm getting another cross. Storm, if you're watching, get ready for a cross.
There you go.
No, I'm not familiar with the Nike check, but maybe I need to ask next time my girl cuts my hair.
just do it.
Yeah. But no, man, I've seen people cutting like the Lord's Supper in the back of people's heads, and
Yeah, man,
barbering's
it gets
crazy,
crazy.
man. It's crazy what y'all do. Mad respect.
No doubt.
Trust
No
me, you
doubt.
don't want me y'all cutting your hair. I barely cut drywall tight, so Good night, Miranda.
Yep. Yep. I would definitely rather do demo versus finishing work. I'm just going to say it from a more of a construction perspective.
There ain't much demo work in hair, is there, bud?
No, but there's a lot of close-handed skill, man. There's no room for error when you're making some designs like that. Uh,
Yeah.
no,
And I'm sure barbering is the same as tattooing in a sense. You know, the vibration of the clippers and the use of the scissors causes a lot of arthritis in the hands and wrist trouble.
Oh yeah, it definitely. At the end of the day, cutting 15 to 20 heads a day, you come home and you're just like you're doing this all day. Because yeah, you got especially like when I first started off, getting used to just cutting hair all day. My hand would start shaking, and it's like, oh man, do I really need to want to do this? And everybody's like, yeah, man, it just something you get used to. And I got used to it. I got a steady hand, so
Well, and you do after a while, and then after a while it becomes so much of a pain that you just can't go. You know, I got to the point where I couldn't tattoo over an hour without paying for it for a couple days, and that's when I decided to step away. But I have RA as well, so that compounds it a bit as so.
yeah.
Yeah, I figured it was kind of the same, same repetitive motion in your hands and stuff. So.
Oh yeah, definitely is.
What do you got? What do you got planned, man? What do you personally have coming up? What do the villains have coming up? You got anything you want to plug out here before we wrap this up?
At the moment, we just nothing at the moment. We just had our MS walk this past Saturday.
I've seen that.
We raised over, I want to say 4,500
Nice.
for the MS walk. Could
Nice
be a little
work.
more. We do that annually, and then for us, club wise, nothing big is going on upcoming. At least not that I know of. That could change. For me, barbering wise, it's just me, trying to go out there and network myself and try to do bigger and better.
Staying on the grind.
Exactly. I had a NFL player my rookie year, his rookie year, and that's where I want to get back to. So I'm going to get back to doing that. So other than that, it's just me networking and putting my name out there.
Absolutely.
Right.
Well, hopefully we got you some viewers, man. I know we're all over the country, but if you're in Indianapolis, Indiana, or anywhere surrounding, come see this cat right here, the Bearded Barber 317. I believe that's your Instagram and your Facebook.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Wow.
So check him out on both those social media platforms. I want to personally invite the Indiana Villains to Bearded Theater August 12th. We've been working on this antique theater. I don't know if you caught any of that while you're backstage, but we've been volunteering. As many people as we can get. If you all need a volunteer project, there's plenty of tasks to still be completed on this preservation. So
yeah, absolutely.
Definitely want to invite you guys out August 12th to Bearded Theater here in Columbus, Indiana. It's going to be a great time, great venue, raising a lot of money. So keep that in your brain.
Yeah,
I will.
And I'll definitely send you that information as well. So
awesome. Appreciate that.
John, we really appreciate you coming on tonight, man. I know you had some issues with your father a couple weeks ago, and then we followed back up with you, and I'm glad that situation is doing a little bit better. And pleasure having you on, man. I just love talking about this stuff. So
it was a pleasure being on. I appreciate it, man, and I'd love to come back. Honestly, just to sit here and bullshit with y'all.
Hey,
right.
We're good at that. We're good at that. So yeah,
there you
definitely, man. Stay in touch. If you guys have anything coming up and you want to come on the show and plug it, we always normally always have a little guest spot at the beginning. We didn't today, so we just kind of bantered a bit about our weekend. But we always have a 15-minute slot. If anybody's got anything going on, man, hit us up. We'll get it out here to our viewers and do what we can.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Definitely.
No, it's great. It's great to meet you, brother, man. Keep
man.
doing what you're doing. You're doing some good work, and love to have you back on the show again in the future. And great to get to know you, talk a little bit. Yeah.
Yes, sir. It was great to get to know y'all.
All right, bro. Well, we'll definitely be in touch. Look forward to talking to you in the future. And you have a good night, man. Enjoy your Done Monday.
You too, man. Thank you. Peace.
All right. Later, y'all.
You brother, man.
Hell yeah.
Right
Hell
on,
yeah.
man. Another good episode. I'm feeling off my game a little bit. I don't know. I got too many distractions, so I appreciate you jumping in and asking as many questions as you did. I feel like I'm like, "Arr." So
No,
sorry if I'm off.
I feel like I kind of, I relate to the barbering community a little bit. And, after talking to my barber and the barbering community, I feel like it's somewhat similar in a way because I know a lot of connections between barbers are strong, and you have the push
Okay.
of people too. But
Yeah,
most generally, it's a tight community. They compete, very competitive.
yeah, no, for sure. I mean, you were talking about Storm earlier, and no Wood, and Storm cut my kid's hair. So I mean, super competitive. And you talk about like the barbering world is like some wild, wild shit. I mean, it's impressive. So
And dude, let me tell you, from talking to Storm and Wood and talking about this competition, and kind of the preliminary planning for our beard comp
yeah,
inside that, it's crazy. Like, I mean, entry fees are like 3 figures per model, and the prizes. One of the trophies I seen was as tall as I was. Like,
right,
these
right,
people
right.
are dedicated, and these people are into it. And
It's some intense shit. No
yeah,
doubt about it.
no, it's awesome. So
Well,
I did see, I got my phone propped up here. I did see a couple donations come in, so I think we need 18 more $15 or more donations at this point, for me to crack an emu egg over my wife's head.
all right. So we're going to be
And
running it continuously, right? It's not just tonight. It's
nope,
once we hit that how many donations?
20 donations of 15 or more.
20 donations, 15 or more. We're going to do it some form of live egg cracking on the head. Correct?
Absolutely. And I got the PayPal running at the bottom again.
Right on.
I can't get off a show without showing the logo.
No,
Facebook.
shape for prostate. Yep,
Yeah,
it's good. It's some good shit. It's an important organization. We'll have some. I don't know breaking news, but I'll have some merch in hand post this weekend, and we'll be able to talk about that on our show next Monday. Um,
are you going to have merch by this weekend?
yes, sir.
Man, I'm so sad I can't come down there and help you peddle it at
Yep. So
the Whisker Roundup in Missouri.
I was getting ready to say, yeah, let's not forget to plug. We had Caveman on. What was it, second or third episode? Somewhere around there, talking about this competition in the works. I know Michael Harvey's been on several shows here in the last, week or two. But yeah, Whisker Roundup 2 Viking edition in Park Hills, Missouri, I believe, this
Yeah.
weekend. So
Man, I really hate I can't make it. We have our local Civil War reenactment this weekend, like literally local, 10 minutes down the street. Normally we're traveling for those things, and it's kind of our home base, so we can't. It's not one we just want to up and travel and move away from because it's in our backyard. So
no, you
I
guys
would love to make it down there. I
super
still
active
will.
yeah, you guys are super active in the reenactment community, and you've got to try to balance, you know, everything together.
It is. It's a balance, man, and that's what's cool about it is because the reenacting community is a pretty tight family as well. So no matter where we're at on a weekend, we're with family, and that makes it just so cool.
Always with good people. That does not suck.
No,
So
no, no. I ain't trying to hang around people that got drama and issues, man. Just want to have a good
no,
time and do good shit. You've heard me
do
say it
good
1,000
shit.
times.
That's
Do
there you
good
go.
shit. Be a good
Exactly.
human and do good shit. That's all I ask of anybody.
100%,
Do
man.
anything
Man.
you want, just don't hurt people.
Yep. On that note, man, I mean, you said it. You clarified it. Scream it from the Bearded Family Network mountaintop, by God.
So yes, Mr. Yukon, there is a raffle for the Moonshine Classic. coming up
good
in
call.
Nashville, hosted by Beard Mob Tennessee. They're actually raffling off a whole weekend package. It's got room and board, some food, a couple shows, just get the whole Nashville experience. So that's a really
Yep.
cool raffle. If you got the extra cash, throw down on that. If you win, you're going to have an amazing time. And if you don't win, you've also helped charity. So it's a win-win.
It's a win-win. That's right. Hit up Scott Turner or Beard Mob Tennessee. It's a pretty cool raffle.
Oh,
Absolutely.
look at that. Miss Meg says if we can get it by this weekend, she will do it live from the courthouse lawn. Live from
No,
Jennings County Courthouse.
yeah, we could do it from the sidewalk in front of the Crump Theater. By God, yeah, we're
Right in
slapping
front of the
some
marquee.
eggs. Yep.
Hey, Cash, I'm telling you, man, after being there and after, being up in the marquee, I can't wait to see our name in lights. Beard Mob, Indiana. Be awesome.
Yeah. Oh, I'm
Oh,
telling
shit.
you what, man.
She said she'll even do it old school in her dress.
Oh, we don't want to ruin the dress.
It's going on top of her head, bro. It'll be all right.
But all right, we talk about those details later. But that sounds excessive.
I
Yeah.
work 1 minute from a dry cleaner. We can make this happen.
All right.
All
Well,
right,
man.
Well, we've kept these people on a fun day, Monday long enough. I just do want to shout out the ladies have an awesome show coming up on Thursday, so make sure you tune into the sideshow.
Yeah, for sure.
They dive into the amazing world of Whiskerinas, among other things. But, the ladies really make the show. We go to these beard comps, we show up, but these Whiskerinas day in, day out are working on these beards between comps, at comps, after comps. So go see the sideshow Thursday night, 7:30. Get you some Whiskerina love here on the Bearded Family Network.
Whiskerina love, absolutely. That's
I
part of the
love me a
reason
Whiskerina.
I enjoy this community so much. Absolutely. Yep.
So
Good
look out for
call.
the ladies on Thursday, and then of course we'll be back Monday evening next week. Very, very special show. I don't know who's watching currently or who will be watching in the future, but the show that we had spoke about a few weeks ago is happening next week. We're going to talk about 501(c)(3)s, what they are, how you get started, what the benefits are, and just kind of talk to a couple people. I think we have 2 people lined up to come in and kind of talk about what the 503(c) is about, how you get started, the benefits of it. Very important information in the bearded community because there's a lot of smaller clubs out there that aren't 501(c)(3)s. Just speaking from Beard Mob East, none of our states are 501(c)(3)s, but something we're currently visiting and working on. So we're actually personally excited to see this show too, to get some tips and pointers from people who's been through the process a couple times, currently involved in the process, and see what the day-to-day in and outs of a 501(c) are like, to see if it fits for your organization.
No, you're absolutely correct. It's important on multiple fronts, but I think it's also cool from even if you are not part of an organization that's seeking to try to figure out how to become tax exempt with a 501(c). It's like, oh, so that's kind of how it works, right? So there's an informative piece for not only those seeking to achieve, that tax exempt status, but what goes into it. So, I think we're all about trying to bring the how it's made ish kind of how the sausage is made kind of approach to what we're showing on the regular, and I think it's a pretty cool element of an important piece from a fuck it's tax day. Let's just say it out loud. Fuck it's tax day, and if you haven't paid, then by God you got about 3 hours Eastern time to get it done.
Hey, hell, give me a check.
Right, but it's another element of how organizations work and trying to bring some informative stuff to the regular. So it's going to be a cool.
Not to downplay the last 14 episodes because we've had some amazing, talented guests by far. But
yes,
this is probably going to be one of our most informative, relevant shows to bearded business as a whole. So definitely tune in next Monday. It's going to be worth your time. If nothing else, we'll make you laugh. So join in for that if you don't want to do anything else.
So
I don't want AI to do my taxes.
Yeah, that's interesting. And here we are at 5 minutes after. So I say for the outro, we use our intro because we didn't play our intro.
Damn it. It's the first time we skipped it. I just want to
It's the
shout
first.
out to Honest Amish, as they say in Syracuse, what we refer to as Honest Amish, for this lovely hat. Thank you, Aaron. He said it was the last red and white hat he had.
It's a good looking hat.
I had to have that.
Nice. That's a good looking hat. Honest Amish.
Honest Amish. It cracked me up every time they said it in Syracuse. Every time. So, all right, Stash, if you want to roll that outro intro.
I'll roll the outro intro. Appreciate everybody jumping on tonight. It's another great episode. Chime in next week. We look forward. It's going to be an awesome episode. Lots of good stuff going on. Take care of yourselves. Do good shit. Love y'all. Love you, brother.
Love y'all. Love you too, Stash.